Battle of Hattin, 1187. The sun scorched the skies above the Holy Land. It was July the 4th, 1187, and the dry, jagged hills near the horns of Hattin, in what is now northern Israel, were about to witness the destruction of a kingdom. The Crusader kingdom of Jerusalem, desperate and divided, had gathered nearly all its remaining strength. King Guy of Lusignan led over 20,000 knights, foot soldiers and Templar warriors into the burning desert. Their mission? Relieve the siege of Tiberias, a strategic city under Muslim attack. But they were walking into a masterfully set trap. Tactics and heat, the trap of Hattin. Opposing them stood Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub, better known in the West as Saladin, the Sultan of Egypt and Syria, a warrior, a tactician, a patient predator. Saladin had lured the Crusaders into inhospitable terrain, miles from water, exposed under the searing sun, with no shelter, no rest, no escape. His army surrounded the Crusaders' every move. They harassed from a distance, arrows flying, hit-and-run cavalry strikes by seasoned Turkomans. They blocked wells, poisoned springs, and then they waited. As the Crusaders stumbled toward the horns of Hattin, Saladin delivered the final blow. He lit the dry grass on fire, smoke and ash rising around the exhausted Christians. The heat became unbearable, armor burned, thirst clawed at their throats, morale collapsed. With a roar, Saladin's army closed in. Archers opened the skies, cavalry thundered down the slopes. The Crusaders could barely lift their swords. Knights fell by the thousands, horses collapsed, men tried to flee, only to be cut down from behind. King Guy was captured. Beside him, Reynald of Châtillon, a warlord infamous for slaughtering Muslim pilgrims. Saladin offered Reynald a chance to repent. He refused. Saladin killed him with his own sword. No trial, no delay. A message to all who dared defy him. The true cross, carried into every major Christian battle since the First Crusade, was seized, held aloft by Saladin's men as a trophy of divine judgment. Nearly every Templar and Hospitaller knight was executed. Thousands more were ransomed, enslaved, or butchered. Aftermath: the fall of a kingdom. The defeat at Hattin was total. It shattered Crusader power in the Levant. Within 3 months, Saladin marched through city after city until finally Jerusalem surrendered in October 1187. But unlike the bloodshed of the First Crusade, Saladin spared the inhabitants, allowing Christians to leave in peace for a ransom. A moment of mercy after a sea of death. He had proven that discipline and strategy, not just steel and numbers, could win empires. Legacy: the rise of a legend. Saladin ruled with iron discipline, expanding his empire and fortifying the Islamic world. But he never ruled with greed. When he died in 1193, there was barely enough gold left to pay for his funeral. He had given it all away, to the poor, the sick, and the cause of jihad. He left behind no treasure, only a legacy. The Battle of Hattin was not just a victory. It was the death of a crusade, the fall of a kingdom, and the rise of a man whose name would echo through both Christian and Muslim chronicles, not as a barbarian, but as a ruler, a tactician, and a legend.
History may glorify the victors, but it never hides the cost. If you made it this far, you're not just watching, you're remembering. Hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe for more untold chapters carved in blood and fire. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and remember, war leaves no soul untouched.